They say kids don't play no more, but my reply, 3 times a day and every morning at 5. COVID came, went on the run, put 19 on us. I'm a freshman and my playing time is gone. It was already limited, where the coaches, their interest is winning it. A lost year set them back. I understand you, but to the powers that be, you should know this set me back too. Playing time to the seniors already lost before leaving. Prospects, their interests is wavering, hoop dreams. I leave them in the bed that they cradling. I be working on my game, trying to be patient, and pandemic reached for my ball, turned to a flagrant and hit me. Pandemic gave me a flagrant foul, my hoop dreams delayed. I want scouts disinterested, but can't see where their interest is if I can't play. Putting in work, my future feels locked in this curb. I want to show what I can do, but my hoop dreams deferred.
These days, a basketball is glued to Nathaniel Greene's hands wherever he goes. He was taught that whatever you want, you have to put in work to get it. That message rings true now more than ever before. The last few years have been tough for the college hopeful, who's on a mission to take down a giant that delivered some mighty blows. And he's not alone in his fight. I know this story all too well because, after all, he's my brother.
I'm interested into TSU, Texas Southern University, and LSU. For TSU, I'm interested because my mother went there. After being born, she used to take me with her to class, have me in this class with her. It would be my honor to play for that school and, give my thanks. LSU, it's a part of the SEC. It's a big, very big school. Produces multiple NBA talents. The colors, the culture, everything about LSU is really good, and that's definitely another school that I wouldn't mind playing for either.
While his why is different from others, Nathaniel shares the dream that tens of thousands of African American youths have of playing college sports, with dreams of eventually playing for a professional team. His love for the game began when he was in grade school.
I started playing basketball around the age of 7 at the YMCA. Once I started looking at the game, definitely made me inspired to see NBA players, and I was like, yeah, I definitely want to do this for a living. That's pretty much what got me inspired. Basketball is really exciting. It's competitive, real fun. Great way to, make friendships out of people, so.
Exciting? Yes, but still a mighty mountain to climb. The latest data on NCAA.org shows when it comes to basketball, there's a current average of 540,000 high school players nationwide. And out of those, only 18,000 are estimated to advance to NCAA schools, with only 1% moving to Division I, another 1% making it to Division II, and 1.4% landing at a Division III school. As you can see, it's a long shot to even play on the college level, with an even longer shot to make it to the NBA after that. Then, something the world wasn't prepared for came along and seemingly pushed everything further out of reach.
This morning, coronavirus now classified as a public health emergency.
My fellow Americans, tonight I want to speak with you about our nation's unprecedented response to the coronavirus outbreak that started in China and is now spreading throughout the world.
The number of cases of COVID-19 outside China has increased 13-fold.
All of the cases that have been confirmed in Fort Bend, Harris County, City of Houston, all of those cases had been related to international travel.
Schools suddenly closed, activities shut down, and access to gyms were off limits.
Basketball and pretty much all the sports was coming pretty much to like a halt. So just trying to maintain my health and didn't want to go outside and, risk bringing back anything to the house.
And on top of that, tragedy struck. In August of 2020, our father died.
I pretty much lost my father during the pandemic as well. When he died, it pretty much sent me to a mental depression. So I lost so many things, going through this phase. You lost so much. You lost friends, family. It's not like you could just go back, the way I used to be able to want to do things and was so happy, just things, regular daily basis, you know, talking to your dad, but pretty much changed, you know, everyone's routine.
There was a major victory to celebrate when Nathaniel graduated. But with that triumph, there was a bit of heartbreak too. Because after losing 2 years of playing time in high school, no college basketball scholarships have rolled in. While Nathaniel and his family may not have known what to do, one special coach did.
I am Ben X, Ben Simmons, OG, and they call me Ben X for Ben Exclusive.
We're watching a master at work. Here, picking the ball up here, turn it up. Let the ball bounce up to you. I'm ready to shoot here.
Coach Ben has a long history with the sport of basketball. He went to Purdue in Indiana, played in semi-pro leagues, and has been training athletes and their children for over 31 years.
I am an elite shooting coach for players and people from all over the world. So I've worked with some of the best in the business, from Steve Kerr to Ray Allen, Robert Horry, a host of players and their kids. And my own sports training business, analytical business where we train athletes and keep up with, show them how they improve.
Keep your body, your back straight. Don't get bent over. Don't rock like this.
Ben was able to explain the obstacles that Nathaniel and so many others like him were facing.
How did COVID-19 affect high school athletes and/or their progress or playing time?
COVID-19, it affected high school athletes in many ways. Most specifically, it isolated a lot of players. And so once they got isolated, they weren't able to work as much as they were working before. COVID, in general, it affected the players, a lot psychologically, and it also put them behind a little bit, the older players, because everything was so shut down.
However, there was a solution in the form of postgraduate academies.
What were the benefits of college preparatory schools?
College prep schools. The benefit for college prep is that it allows players to get another year of playing if they're essentially not ready for college or they don't have something that they want. Then it gives them that year without it taken away from their NCAA eligibility. So when they go to a prep school, they are able to play, do some studying. If they need to do SAT prep or whatever they might have a deficiency in, they're able to go to the prep school. They don't lose that year of eligibility. So prep schools are a booming business right now because of the NCAA and the transfer portal. Prep schools have always been there. I mean, obviously it's better for me if I'm coming out of high school and I have somewhere to go. So supply and demand, so now you have more prep schools probably popping up and trying to get players in so that they can prepare for college or prepare for an offer, and coaches can actually see them.
Following Coach Ben's advice, last summer, Nathaniel joined Strength in Motion Academy, founded by San Antonio Spurs legend George the Iceman Gervin. There, under the guidance of head coach Mark Reed, Nathaniel was able to get advanced training and tour on average of 10 times per month, playing against smaller universities and junior colleges.
After my senior year, I knew I wanted to play college. I knew this is what I wanted to do, so playing prep got me into the transition of, the long 10, 15-hour drives it take to go to one state to another, being on the schedule, routine, and being in the gym every day, consistently 3 times a day you're working out. You gotta eat right, so that pretty much put me into the transition of what it would be like when I'm on the college level.
Do you think things will ever go back to being the same, or is this the new normal?
I don't think things are ever going back to be the same. Just like life, we're morphing and we're assimilating into where we are. Things are changing, and we have to keep growing. Number one message that I would tell players, success is when preparation meets opportunity. So everybody's world is what it is, COVID or not, but you have to prepare. And when your opportunity comes, so you're ready. And if you prepare, no matter what it is, you can be successful. Opportunities are gonna come and go. But if you're not ready when your opportunity comes, you're not gonna be successful. So I say fight for what you want, practice, get in the gym, work on your education, and anything is possible, anything.